Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of StarCraft, where I walk you through the missions and how to get the achievements. Today's mission is Domination, in the Heart of the Swarm campaign. And the achievements for this mission are Domination, complete the mission. Poached eggs, hatch all baneling nests before collecting 100 eggs. No egg for you, come back 1 week. Sorry, that's not actually the title, but hey. Don't let Zagara collect an egg on normal. This mission it seems hard, but the hardest thing about it is trying to find all the baneling nests. Other than that, you can literally just post a force right outside Zagara's base and have Kerigan just go around collecting the eggs. And maybe send a small contingent of Zerglings with her, just in case she runs into the feral Zergs. But other than that, I mean, you can just literally leave a force outside Zagara's base, and she'll never be able to collect an egg. But yeah, like I said, the hardest part about this mission is literally just finding the baneling nests. They are kind of scattered throughout the map, and they're not too hard to find, but it's just, once you know where they're at, you can go get them, but if you don't know where they're at, you're kind of at a loss. Yeah, if you scout just to the right of your base, that's where your expansion is, as you can see. But yeah, all you gotta do is wait for Zagara to come. It'll say Zagara has respawned, and she takes about, I don't know, about like 2 or 3, about a half a minute to 2 minutes before she will leave her base with her forces. And basically, that gives you enough time to, when you see her come back to life, all you gotta do is post your force up out front of her base, and then just let them kill her. A funny thing is, if you don't have Kerigan there to stop her when you engage her, she actually calls you on it. She's like, have you no like courage? Will you not face me yourself? It's actually kind of funny. But yeah, see, it showed you that she's reappeared, and all you have to do is kind of just post up right here, right outside her base, and it just make sure you take these things out before you try to stop her from collecting an egg. Yeah, because right here where the creep ends, she has to come down that pathway. So if you just leave a bunch of banelings and zerglings there, they'll take her out. And if you want to add added safety to it, keep Kerigan there too. Also keeps Zagara from smack talking. But yeah, her forces go down pretty fast, so. And then once you beat her back, it takes her about 3 minutes to respawn, or 2 minutes to respawn, I'm sorry. And just go in, mop up the forces surrounding these command centers, and then take down the command center. Which you don't really need hydralisks in this one, but I just use them because it's good to have your melee units and then ranged units, you know? Yeah, just slowly work through. I'd suggest building nothing but zerglings and maybe transforming banelings every once in a while. But other than that, you don't really need anything else. Just kerrigan, zerglings, and banelings. Yeah, and those were what the baneling nests look like. Which is, when you're looking at all these different eggs, is really hard to see. And I think at this point I'd already done this mission like 6 or 7 times trying to find all the different nests, and I still can't remember where they're all at. So that's basically all I'm doing, is sitting there going, okay, let's put this one here, or let's move over here. I think there's one over here, and then there's one up there. So it's just kind of a explore and find what you can type situation. Also, one thing that's annoying about the campaign right now is anytime you start, your hatcheries won't automatically be targeting your mineral line for your drones. So if you're not paying attention, you could make like 6-7 drones, and they'd just be sitting there because you didn't have the hatchery line set up to be on the mineral line. So yeah, that's one thing to watch out for. It's like I'm checking up in these corners because that looks like perfect gap for one of them nests to be in. Also, one thing I found out, that if you do have a big enough force, you can just go ahead and move into that base and take Zagara out, and that automatically ends the mission. I did not know that one time I did this mission, and ended it before I'd even collected an egg. I was like, oh, I didn't collect any baneling nest, I didn't collect an egg. I was just like, you know what, I'm going to stop her from coming, so this way I can just kind of move around on my own leisure. Don't do that. Especially if, well, you can do that if you're just trying to get through the mission, but if you're trying to actually, like, complete, get the achievements, just don't do that. You have all these infested Terrans. But yeah, like I said, if you just have kerigan and zerglings and banelings, you'll have no problem with this mission because there's no flying units. There's nothing really that will give you any trouble, except for, again, finding the dang baneling nests. The feral zergs are very far in between, and they're not in massive forces, so taking them out is rather easy. Now, the one thing I do like about the Heart of the Swarm campaign is that Kerigan, if you go back and replay older missions, she retains her levels, especially if you complete the campaign and go back, say, like the very beginning. You'll have a very high level Kerigan. I don't know if she'll be the max level she was when you got her, but she'll be very, very high up from the level 1 Kerigan you start with. Yeah, they really should have made these things stand out better, because it is really hard to see those things. Yeah, that's why my Kerigan is so, like, flashy right now is because it's actually like a really high level kerigan is what she is. Because she's a primal kerigan, and I haven't even been to Xeris yet. Well, this is a mission before I went to Xeris, I should say. Yes, always post your defenses. Spine crawler, spore crawler, all the crawler. Yeah, I'm just kind of going back and forth between Zergling and Hydralisks. But like I said, you don't really need the Hydralisks on this mission. The Zerglings will be just fine. And to make your Banelings even more useful, they have, when you click on them in your tab, they have an option that lets them attack buildings as well as units. And I just turn that on, so this way, whenever they come up against like a command center or like a spore crawler or something like that, they just run in there and explode on it. Yeah, another Baneling nest. Baneling nest. It's like I have to do it like this because it's a Baneling nest, yes. You merely adapted the Baneling nest. I was born in it, you see. That was my very crude attempt at doing a Bane voice. But yeah, see, if you turned your Baneling's option to attack buildings on, they would have exploded on that command center right there. And I believe this is the last Baneling nest I need. Which is like, yay! And now all you gotta do is go around and collect the 100 eggs while preventing Zagara from collecting any. Which, like I said, this mission is really easy. It's just one of those, like, the hardest part is it's a Where's Waldo map is what it is. Because the eggs and the Baneling nests look really similar when you're just scanning the map. Yeah, I know if you put them side by side, they look nothing alike, but when you're just kind of like, okay, where the hell is this damn thing? Where the hell is this thing? Now here, what you can do is post your force up in front of that pathway, and then just have Kerigan run around. That's the easiest way to do it. And make sure you're posted up that pathway, because if you're not, Zagara, by the time you reach her, she would have collected an egg. So you want to be posted up in her way, so this way she can't get to an egg. Here she comes to save the day. And she looks fabulous. Oh, she exploded. I return. I am eternal. Well, not this time, you ain't. I always wondered that about the Zerg. It's like, do you actually kill them? It's one of those, like, every time you try to kill one, it's like, oh, I'll just be back in a minute. Oh, you wiped me off the planet? Oh, I'll be back in a minute. Wipe these little ferals out. Getting in my way. Who you think you are? But yeah, if you do like I do, which is put your hatchery's army unit supply on Kerigan, and then just post your force right outside of Zagara's pathway, you can have that force just sit there and wait for Zagara, and then as you make more units, they'll just they'll flock up on Kerigan, so it'll be kind of like an added defense for her for running into the ferals while she's running around collecting eggs. Again, not something I did here, but that's just hindsight 2020 going, this is the way you should do it. Especially in areas like this where it has those pools. You'll need that extra don't hit Kerigan type thing, you know? Boosh. Here we go. Wait for it. Wait for it. And now. Banelings. Now it just gets ridiculous, because now you just have this immense force that you just move into her base. Especially if you have the banelings turned on so that they can blow up on buildings. That just makes it redonkulous. That's a lot of banelings. That's a lot of Zerg. Main reason why it's called Zergling Rush. Reminds me of the old trick that they used to do in multiplayer, which was you take a drone and then you have it morph onto a Vespian geyser, and then what that does is that takes it away from your supply count. And then what you do is you make like 2 or 3 Zerglings or something like that, and then you cancel the making of that geyser, and your drone goes back to being a drone. And it basically was a way to cheat and get an extra 2 or 3 units out of your supply units. Kill her. Wait, I was only doing what you said. I told you to kill me? Why did I tell you to kill me? Well, maybe not exactly that, but you told me just to be strong and, like, take everything down. Be the best we can be. USA. Oh, wait. Zagara, I will spare you. Only for your patriotism. So that you may learn things. As you wish, my queen. And there you go, guys. That's how to get the achievements for this mission. If you liked what you saw, give me a like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.